Here we are again. I'm Jeff Schwartz, and this is our Schwartz Performance July shop update video. Let's go out in the shop and see what we got going on this month. Here we've got that LS3 powered 66 Chevelle all painted up in this pretty blue color. We're going to get going on assembling this real soon now. Here we have the 64 Jag Mark II. This is the LT1 powered machine. We run into a little bit of problem with the hood latch interfering with the radiator, the custom radiator, so we had to massage that a little bit and do a little TIG welding and reconfiguring. So that's about ready to go back into the car, and progress continues on getting the dash and all that stuff in there. We recently finished up putting windows in it, the door windows that is, and it's rolling along real good. We got to make one more trip to the upholstery shop to finish up the inside once we're done assembling it here, and then it should be on the road for the summer. We've done some really cool stuff on the engine in this Jag. This is the LT1 engine, as I mentioned, and we fabricated a cover for the intake manifold and put the Jaguar like face of the cat emblem on the middle of the manifold, and then we have some custom valve covers with fins on them as the owner had wanted, along with a leaping Jaguar cat on either side of the engine. So check them out, I think you'll like it. And speaking of engines, we have the LT4 engine in this 54 Studebaker Commander. We have the billet valve covers and the billet supercharger lid on there, and they've been CNC machined with the logo of Studebaker on the blower top. And if you happen to wonder why they're this red color, that red color matches the dash and the interior of the car. So that's what we decided to do on this one, and I think it looks beautiful. Well, we have weather stripping on these doors, and we had to do a little bit of adjustment on the doors, so therefore we had to pop the fenders off to get to the door hinge bolts to make those adjustments. So that's been done, and we've been continually working on electrical and all the bits and pieces to make this a driving car down the road. We've fired it up a few times now, and everything's looking real good so far. So can't wait to see this thing ripping up the street. Yes, we can do a chassis for a Ford F-250 long box. Anyway, we've got this chassis here, and it was set up as a real nice low stance, but the owners requested to have it jacked up a bit. So that's what we're doing. We've been mocking it up with jack stands. This is where it's sitting right now, but we've been told to jack it up another 3 inches. So that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna do a little different front suspension design to accommodate that. So we're in the very final stages of the fabrication process on this Chevelle here, and we've mounted the seats, gotten everything kind of dialed in ergonomically, gas pedal, shift lever, park and brake, all that kind of stuff. So working a lot on the interior, getting all the components fitted properly, because we don't want to be doing things after it's painted. So that's where we're at on this. Should be going to paint real soon. This is another Monza that we're working on here at Schwartz Performance, and this one is getting a bunch of different upgrades to it. So we've done most of the things in the engine bay, serpentine drive and so forth, and now we're in the process of getting started to fabricate the headers. So we've mounted up the side pipes that were on the car originally, wanted to reuse those, and now we're fabricating a real nice set of free-flowing headers that'll tie into those vintage side pipes. This should be also a very fun car to drive around. It has Corvette IRS in it. We've got the headers in here, and we've fabricated the exhaust system on this 68 Chevy Camaro, and it looks like we still got the tailpipes to do, but progress continues on this build as well. We've fabricated the headers on this 1,000 horsepower 57 Chevy. and we're working on the exhaust system right now. And we did get the intake manifold in for it as well. So this thing is going to be an animal. We've cut a lot of the ugly rusted metal out of this 70 Plymouth Roadrunner, and we've got the trunk floor prepped and ready to go in to replace that. All of the metal for this came from Auto Metal Direct, and we like using their products, and that's what we got next on this one. Rust repair and more rust repair, it seems to be the name of the game on this 59 Ford F100 pickup. There is no reproduction metal available for these trucks, so everything's got to be fabricated. We've got a multitude of doors that we have here for it, and we're going to try to pick the best ones and then repair what we have to make it like new again. We are unable to take one door and another and take the best of both to make a good one, because all the bad rusted areas are generally in the same spot on all the doors. So we're going to take the best one, and then we will fabricate new metal for the areas to make it like new again. And that's where we're at on this one. Hopefully we'll have the metal work done on this by next month's video. Yes, we can do four-wheel drive chassis. This is a Jeep JK chassis. This is available exclusively through Attitude Performance. So if you need one of these, give them a call. So I told you last month I'd have a few surprises for you this month, and I just showed you the Jeep chassis. So what we've got here is the 79 Vette shop car. And what we've done is we've removed the very large 5-mile-an-hour bumper that kind of curved around like this and had recesses for the taillights, and we fabricated a panel out of aluminum to be kind of flush with the pace car spoiler. And this rear end treatment basically mimics the 68 to 72 Corvette, or actually 73 Corvette. Obviously we don't have a license plate cutout here, and below it we have our mock-up diffuser that will be duplicated out of aluminum, but that diffuser will bolt up here, smooth out the airflow under the car, and create downforce in the back. We have not calculated exactly what that is yet, but we'll be doing that in the near future. So once this gets painted or wrapped, the body color I should say, it should look very similar to the 68 to 73, and we've taken a bunch of weight off the back as well. We've been working on the shape of the front splitter for this 79 Vette shop car. We also have the fiberglass bumper on here. This is just a fiberglass shell that would cover up the normal 5-mile-an-hour stuff that's been removed for weight reduction. We've also made panels for directing the airflow to smooth it out into the giant Be Cool radiator. And we've got some aluminum panels on the side as well doing the same thing, getting all the air that we have going in there. This splitter shape may change slightly because once we start autocrossing, we may have to change it a little. We don't want to have it too wide where we're hitting cones, but generally a front end splitter, for every inch of length, it's usually about 100 pounds of downforce at 100 miles an hour. So we'll be experimenting with that once we get it out on the track. Yes, we can powder coat your chassis any type of custom color that you desire. This chassis here is going under a 69 Dodge Coronet. It's got our full multi-link IRS in it, and it's getting a Elephant engine. How cool is that going to be? Anyway, that's all we have for this month. Be sure and stay tuned and hit that subscribe button. Hope to see you next month.